doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. You always have a good internet connection. I don't think I've ever had you really cutting out on the internet,
down
have we?
here. Yeah, down here I don't. When I took my game up top.
I don't even think it was really an issue then too much. Not as bad as it has been for some of the rest of us.
Well,
What's up,
when
guys? Hold on.
Hey, it's Kilroy.
I'm trying to end a Twitch stream. Fuck. I got drunk and didn't realize how close I was.
It's little Chad. I'm Kilroy.
Hey. Turn off your video games and get to work, young man.
All right. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. I got to switch headphones. All right. I'm talking to the wrong guys.
Cripe sakes.
Later, guys.
Uh-huh. How's it going, Chad?
What's up, guys?
Not much.
Oh, fuck me.
I know, right?
It's another day in quarantine.
Uh-huh.
Andy recording the call like a fucking champion right out the gate.
Yeah. Well, you're trying to get your booster chair.
Listen, my computer sits in a different format while I stream, and I was
Whatever, nerd.
I was unprepared. Well, we were contemplating. I was gonna just keep the game going and let those guys play, and then I would occasionally, like, if you guys started talking about politics, I could jump in and just play my video game.
You can jump in and start killing people.
Yeah, I got the call came in and I got befuddled. I didn't know what to do, so I just ended the stream.
Yeah.
I'm out of politics
Panic.
for 2 more days. I know. I think 2 more days I'm out of politics.
You are?
On Twitter. Commenting.
Oh, really? Oh, you're still in your 7-day. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am on a 3-day break from Facebook.
Oh.
So I won't be commenting on Facebook for the next 48 hours either.
Chad,
so
did you get kicked off of
brought
Instagram?
a little too truth.
I don't get kicked off of things because I'm a diplomat and I don't post about politics. I only post about killing yourself, not other
it's absolutely
people
true.
prominent in politics. Apparently that's
Chad,
okay. If
yeah. Chad's words are motivational.
Yeah, I'm actually glad
just
about
trying to
it.
help.
You know, like I mean, we're doing this now while the VP chatter's going on, but I like not being able to comment on shit. Like, when did it become acceptable for everybody to chime in? Excuse me, anyone who's listening, I have a little thought or maybe a joke I've written in the last couple of seconds, and I would like to share it with the group before I even go to an open mic and run it past the audience of dullards. I'm just going to throw it out in front of my followers.
Yeah, it's like there's a football game on and everybody's John Madden.
Yeah. And now I'm sitting on a tweet that it may be good or it may not be all that good, but I feel like I'm below. I think it'll still work when I get back, but I don't know.
I think that's where a lot of people employ the quantity over quality format. They figure one of these will land, and then it just fills your feed, and then you have to go, fuck, I have to mute you?
Yeah.
Carpet bombing.
You should keep, well, I guess I still have MySpace, but that's where you want to just put your fucking Roz joke, you know, maybe even some hate words or whatever. You run it past the MySpace crowd, see if you get any complaints, and then you move it over to Facebook. And then when you get it all fucking honed and shit, you put it on Twitter for some likes.
Does MySpace even ban people or restrict anything?
I don't know. They
still there.
They never got.
They're like
people
Jeffrey Epstein's island. Come over here.
It was like the beginning of the party over there. It's like everybody was getting along. Oh, come on in. Oh, what's your name? Where you come from? That's great. There's some dip over there. Wait, you're putting your dick in it? Whoa, where'd you come from?
Remember Who invited you?
Remember those MySpace? That's where that I got that wheelchair that's on Doug's property. That was a party Doug had, and he made an invitation open on MySpace. And then those two people showed up that were fucking weird as fuck. That's like you might as well go put a cardboard sign up and say house party, garage sale.
Everyone welcome.
Yeah.
Everything must go.
Free booze.
Hi, Chaille.
Hey.
Welcome. Yeah. So the last we met, we were all drunk and joyous that the president was going to die, and now he's already recovered and leading the country to new heights. So
yeah, I don't believe that. I think it's like, it reminds me of the end of a Carl Hiaasen novel, where there's the fucking dude who's all unhinged on drugs, and he found some new dope, and his jaw gets all slack, and it's like he's in a very fucking cool period. You know how it is when you discover a new drug and you start abusing it.
Yeah.
Adderall.
Yeah, you're still feeling the joy of the window to new perceptions opening. It hasn't started to close on you yet. It's still opening, and everything out there is new and fresh and exciting. You've got a new outlook. Everything's good this time for sure, Ma.
I think they should give him a little LSD and hear how he likes that one. Like the fucking roids are bad. They should give him some fucking downers and shit. That's what that guy needs. Just from a standpoint.
I'm gonna stand by my initial observation and say I think it might not have happened at all. How the fuck do you fucking 4 days later? I'm all better. He's not. I'm better.
He's a
show. I think there's a couple.
Or he is because he never had it.
Yeah.
It could be that. It could also be that he recovered quickly because, as the president of the United States, you start a 4 different pathway treatment that has antibodies, steroids, and you start that from the moment you test positive instead of, they always say, this is where we missed it. We thought he was sicker than he was.
With his Adderall.
Wait. Well, we thought he was sicker than he was because they gave him remdesivir, which is what my daughter gives to the patients in the ICU. Is remdesivir. And everyone said, oh, he's got it worse than they're saying because they're giving him remdesivir because they only give that to people who are really sick. But the truth is that they only give it to people who are really sick because in this country, you have to be really sick before you get anything. You have to already be if they just gave everyone this drug cocktail from the moment, if you could get it at Walgreens, everyone could have this much chance
with a
of recovery.
$5 copay.
Because we don't know. Yeah. The only way you can get remdesivir in America is to already be really sick with COVID. You have to already be in the ICU before you can get it. That's what's fucked up. And that's why we thought he was sick.
And I feel like I'm on Bill O'Reilly.
It had to be addressed. It had to be addressed, man.
I can't wait for the funny part.
I don't even know that. Yeah, there's no funny part. And the funny part ended in March.
Well, make it funny, or else we're just fucking Bill O'Reilly. God damn it.
We can edit it. We'll cut out.
Oh no! I should have left my video game.
I just burnt myself on incense. So there you go. There's comedy. Just burnt myself. I got my little positive energy.
You said don't say edit. Are you having troubles with your other podcast in the editing department? Are you overworked?
Chad came over, and I don't really even register with me that Doug is high to super high when we start a podcast now.
Super high.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go with super high.
I'm like, maybe I don't listen a lot because it takes me about 20 minutes in to go, that guy, what the fuck is he talking about? So then we go into our 20-minute, we stop down and do an ad read, and we got 2 of them. And since the last time, we got notes And the notes were kind and easy to follow. Don't call their customers fat fucks. That was
me.
That was Chad. And the other one was, don't refer to ad copy. Now, Erickson, working in radio, there's still an illusion that this is us off the cuff, and most of it is. But don't say, hey, what's that third word in the ad copy? Because it just kind of destroys that, right? It breaks down that fourth wall.
Yeah.
Well, we had to do two 15-second pre-rolls and two 60-second spots. I rolled tape to get through this thing 27 minutes. 7 minutes to do basically 2.5 minutes of ad read. And now I have to take that thing and Frankenstein it into the bullet points, because if you don't hit all the bullet points as they're written, then you have to do what's called a make good, which means no money.
Yeah, right. And if you put the whole 27-minute piece out as art, it's absolutely hilarious, but it will lose you the account. So you have to decide. Oh,
it's out, baby, because I found out we lost the account before I even finished editing.
There you go.
Oh,
problem
solved. Made a sucker's bet, Chaille.
Are we doing ad copy? Are we doing ad copy so that Doug can get new advertisers? Are we in the middle of a riff right here?
Maybe we should do that.
So
that's it, Chaille. Maybe you start bringing the ad copy in here, and we'll start doing ad reads for Stanhope. And then if he ever just goes off the rails, you can just throw one of ours in.
Well, I was thinking of how do I do this, and I was editing till 3 a.m. It took me 3.5 hours to edit those two spots, and then it took me less than an hour to edit the entire podcast.
Could we do a real specific Zoom intervention? Doug, since you started sampling marijuana, you've gotten to be. Yeah.
I posted it at the end of the episode, so if you listen to the regular All Things Comedy Doug Stanhope channel, you'll hear the spots and you won't think anything of it. But then at the end, you'll hear the chaos and the absolute fucking giggle fest going on while I'm going fucking apoplectic, trying to just can we just I told you. He's turning over 2 pieces of paper. And on the top has one client, and on the bottom, on the other side of the second sheet, has the other client. And he's going from the one sheet on top to the bottom of the second sheet and reading different client names as one fucking ad.
With such enthusiasm, you guys, it was fucking hilarious.
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it.
The thing is that a spoiler, this will come out way later, so people have already listened, but you guys haven't. So Stanhope demanded that the ads go out as is, and Chaille said we'll get fired. So Stanhope guaranteed the whatever the ads would pay if we get fired. So
no, as if they were running for 6 months. Or was it 6 months? 6 months.
Yeah, that's what you told them.
You're in the money.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do it like that. I did it to satisfy the client, which then I found out didn't matter anyway. But I was always going to put it out at the end, and it's funny. I'm going to put on our Patreon. It's the I'll put the commercials after hearing the fucking.
It really is something that. Stoner Doug, it would have been way down my list of things on my pandemic bingo card. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things about it. But I never would have never at this point. I mean, you'd think at 53, you've made your decision on weed. You know, I like that he took another look at it.
Yeah, well, I knew it was bad when he commented on the Cheech and Chong window blinds. There's the cartoon version, and then the OG, the regular picture, and I saw Doug Stanhope comment, and he wrote OG, like what a fucking doper, yeah.
He was like he was responding to like a poll.
Yeah.
For the which ones to pick? That's a stoner move right there.
Oh, yeah. He probably went got online and ordered a tally or a tally towel.
Yeah. He went online to find out which 6 feet under character he is.
Well, he always had the sweet tooth for the gummies and shit. So, it's like if you could just, hey, Doug, you could put drugs in those gummies. Sugar. You're just eating them anyway, and these will get you high. That was, yeah. It was we should have saw that coming.
It's
the down part
should have made that happen.
As a veteran stoner, it is incredibly fun to watch him become giddy with his own ridiculous fucking thoughts that you don't realize they're so stupid until later. But
we're on a
so
podcast.
Happy with them.
We're on a podcast, and he's got 7 fucking things going on in his mind. And the one thing that's coming out of his mind makes no fucking sense and has nothing to do with what we were talking about. And he's not following a list that he wrote. And then he's giggling as if he said something so super funny. But it's the 6 other things in his head that are making him laugh. And Chad and I just look at each other like, what the fuck? Put those on the list.
Good.
It was so much fun.
I miss the early days of getting high.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just, I got all that other chaos going on anyway, and then it's just the weed just kind of slows one of them down for a second. No fucking giggling anymore.
Yeah.
It's over. I need a new drug. What was Doug's drug before weed? I mean, booze is, that's just booze. I can't, I need something.
That tears you up.
We were at football a couple of weeks ago, and those guys were all, Sanho was eating edibles, and there was some other people there eating edibles, and they were all giggling. They're all giggling and talking about how great edibles were, and I'm over there just smoking bowl after bowl. And I said, you know what? You guys are appropriating my fucking culture. I find it insulting that you are... this is my medicine. I use this not to kill people, and you guys are treating it like a fucking bubblegum fucking toy.
How's that feel?
Yeah, they're gonna come dressed as Chad to Halloween.
Yeah, pretend to be actual smokers of pot.
Yeah. They're gonna do the sexy version for Halloween.
Halloween's canceled, man.
Yeah, it is.
There's no Halloween.
They've already got the Frankenberry for $1 at Albertsons.
Really?
Yeah.
They've already moved into
I've got 2 boxes I haven't
even
cracked yet, so I can't get it anymore, but I could stock the fuck up on it right now.
Well, you gotta be careful. Well, I mean, those marshmallows, even stale, they're still good.
Yeah. Dude,
I don't think they ever are fresh.
You could find that. Yeah, you could find a box of Frankenberry 50 years from now after the Holocaust, and it would be exactly like it is now.
What if I just? What if I get them and then I get a red Sharpie and then I put a Christmas hat on them and then resell it on the holidays for $5 Christmas Frankenberry. He's wearing a Santa hat. It makes it Christmas.
Well, Andy is just all commerce these days, man. It's a little frightening.
Oh, man, with my store fucking firing up. These tubs are practically emptying themselves.
Buy my Frankenberry at Venmo.
I spend most of my day trying to hunt down a sale that didn't put their shirt size on it. I like to get to the post office at 8:30 before any other assholes like me. There's a dude who's like had several packages. I saw him and I got there before him. I mean, he got there in the parking lot and I knew exactly this asshole's doing what I'm doing. He's trying to beat the crowd. And if he's there, then I'm behind him. So I just got out of my car really fast and I did I put that mask on like a fucking whore putting on her bra after getting boned. Boom, I'm out, man. I'm in.
Like the cops pulled into the alley?
Yeah.
What were you getting, Andy?
I was dropping off some packages and I had
like a UPS store?
No, at the post office. But I had I had a couple of foreign shipments, 2 to be exact. and those are a bitch.
So you're international.
Yeah. I went Amsterdam and Canada today. You know,
yeah.
And nothing in between.
Andy, you know, you could be doing this from home.
Andy's
Stamps.com
nationwide.
Yeah, Stamps.com. They'll come and pick it up. It's just they have to go to the right mailbox. If they go to the willy-nilly, you're fucked.
Yeah, ad copy. Now let's start.
That's right, everybody. And if you go to Stamps.com right now and you type in promo code willy-nilly, you will get no deal whatsoever, but it will be fun to do. Willy-nilly.
Andy, I think you get like a scale too if you open an account.
What's that?
Like a postal scale too, so you can do the.
Oh, I could find out how much weed I harvested.
Well, however you use it, but if you open an account, I believe Stamps.com has a deal on all that.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, well, look at that. See?
And who goes to the, what about?
Hey, dude.
Who
you got a website
the post
last
office
week.
Hang out with then if I'm doing that.
Stamps.com account this week.
Yeah, it's all too much. Figuring out shit. I'm glad my store kicked off inept. I just, I spend enough time with limited sales. If it ever got hot around here, I'd be like, fuck, man. It's like, it's too fucking much. You got to look up and watch TV now and again. That's a new take a moment and smell the roses. No, able to follow the dialogue. I'm watching Fargo and trying to put shirts in packages.
Oh, Andy, don't do that, man. You know what's gonna happen.
I know.
The guy in Amsterdam's gonna get the shirt for fucking Florida.
But and also trying my weed and harvesting, trimming that. I took all my scraps to Hobo Danny, who's listening with the,
Good.
Because I found out I'm no better at weed trimming than a lot of things. I should be better at it, but I just give up. Yeah, I give up halfway. So I cut all the big ones and then the little ones I put in the scrap bucket.
How could you be bad at trimming weed? You've looked at weed your entire life. Yeah. You know what weed looks like. You just trim it till it looks like weed.
I know, but I give up on the little spindly shit. That's what I gave Hobo Danny.
Oh, that's what they call the angel's tears.
Do too. Yeah, basically,
that's Hobo Danny's tears.
I hired the homeless community to do the really shitty trim work I didn't want to do, and I just gave them the project. It's like,
I'm with you on that, Andy. I would always give up. I would do the big stuff and then everything that was little, but I would save it. And then when I was out and very desperate, I'd be like, oh, I have that really dry shit just hanging in my fucking closet. And I would go pull it out for desperate times.
I wasn't so rich. I mean, there's been times where I dug fucking dried weed out of the neighbor's fucking garbage and found that, I've been there, Hobo Danny. I've been there.
It's been a few years since I've smoked.
Wait a minute. What, neighbors were throwing away weed?
Yeah.
And you dug it out of the garbage?
Yeah, I had a medical grow. I was all strung out on the other drugs. I was doing the oxys and sliding through the dog door, and then I went up and would get weed out of the garbage. I won't say it was the best time of my life, but it wasn't bad.
Weed helped you get through it.
The only way Andy knows that there's weed is that he had to go through a dog door to get in there. He didn't see him throw weed away.
No, it was a different house.
You were casing the joint,
working in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Here's the fucked up thing. Andy, your garbage weed in Oregon, scavenged garbage weed is way better than the Mexican weed I was probably smoking at the exact same time down here. So you don't have nothing to be ashamed of.
I realized as a high school kid, I would go down. David and Larry would have nobody would know about it, but they would just slip off into this corner of the brush and disappear. So me being a inquisitive kid went in there and I found their weed plants. And every year they would try to grow weed plants, but I didn't know much about weed, only that I wanted to smoke some, and I would pull the buds off. And then I would go, and then I would try to smoke them.
Off the plant?
Yeah, like I'd ruin their fucking plant. I didn't realize it, but yeah, I fucking.
But What do you think they thought was happening? They're like, I don't know. We must have boll weevils or something.
Yeah.
What could be taking these?
Yeah, we got a weed mildew. It's rotting at the base of the bud.
Like a praying
Dude,
mantis
it's
got
murder hornets. That's the only thing that can take that much bud. Murder hornets, man.
So I'd pinch their bud and then try to smoke it, like through a fucking old man pipe. My dad had a few of those sitting around on the thing. Never could get it to fire up. Turns out there's some curing that needs to happen.
I definitely threw some on the rack in the oven and put it on low heat and dried it out that way straight from a plant when I was a youngster.
Wow.
And
So Andy, you were trying to smoke weed. You were trying to smoke weed out of a pipe like this.
Oh, holy shit! It's not even just on screen anymore. Chaille's got
he's got props.
I guess Karen Top got rid of a tub of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's tough. There's a yard sale in Vegas. I can't pass that up.
Yeah. None of my shirts.
Chaille's like one of the contestants at the end of Let's Make a Deal when they go around and like, I'll give somebody $300 if they've got an empty box of Cracker Jack in there.
Get a wheat penny and a needle.
Chaille's fucking pawing, squirreling through all the shit around his table. I know I got a pipe here somewhere.
Well, cheers,
man.
That's a big base on that plant. Yeah. Cheers. I can hear the debate behind me going on, but I don't care. Yeah. I hope both contestants make clever points and get some quips in.
We're gonna. I got a. They mailed me a thing and said you're registered to vote. Send this back, and we'll just send you a ballot all the time from now on. And I was like, all right, if you're gonna make it that easy, fuck. And because I've never voted, and I was like, yeah, this will be the time probably to do it. But one of the things I found out is that Arizona has a thing, legalized weed, so you can grow like 6 plants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that too. See if that.
Yeah, in Arizona, you've always been able to do that. You can check a box that says, "I want to vote from home from now on."
Yeah.
And it's always there, and now I think this year they're really pushing it. But it's Arizona.vote, I think, is where you can go, and you can actually see how you voted in the past to see if your ballot went in on the last election or previous elections. Yeah, it's really
Wait a minute. You can see who you actually voted for, or that you voted.
Yeah, and your vote was counted.
You can see who you voted for.
Absolutely.
But how do they know it's you? Like, in other words, what I'm trying to get at is wouldn't that allow other people to find out how you voted on a secret ballot?
No, you have your information to log in.
Well, I mean, of course they've been collecting that information.
Yeah. I mean, if they have your social security number and your name and everything, they can go in and see how
your voter ID is tied to your vote, I'm sure, forever.
But I think that's actually very much of a surprise, actually. I mean, the fact that you voted, the fact that you voted is always a thing, yes. But there's not supposed to be any way that anyone can tell who you voted for. That's supposed to be your own secret.
Now, you're going to ruin it. It's everybody else.
That's
the system.
it.
I'm just saying.
You're going to ruin it.
In America.
Hey, it's utopia. Don't be fucking ruining utopia for everybody else, Erickson, just because you're figuring it out live here on the podcast.
Skeeved out on
I'm red-pilled right now.
It's going to be like the star-bellied Sneetches. You can tell who voted for who by the way they walk out. Do you have a mask on? Did you have a mask when you got here? Did you make a big fucking deal about wearing a mask? I'm not going to vote this year because it's just too much trouble. And both candidates are so clever. I couldn't decipher which one would be a better choice. And what if I make the wrong choice? I'll be all willy-nilly. I'll be like that one fucking undecided fucking dude they brought back from the dead. The Ken Bone sweater fucking dude. He's still undecided. Turns out the guy's just a fucking boring piece of shit.
Yeah, every 4 years he gets some attention.
Hey, Just because you got your 15 minutes doesn't mean you don't want another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
Chaille just disappeared into the weed.
He's like Doug now. He just fell into
God.
a can of weed and he's not coming back. How'd you do that shit?
I think my gummy just kicked in.
Yeah, my gummy did too. This fucking it's a Zoom gummy.
I just have to take bites out of mine because it melted into one giant gummy.
Oh.
What's this trash?
I'm like Homer Simpson. I'm like Homer Simpson with that big lollipop that he just licked on for like a year. It's pretty disgusting. Luckily, you're high at the end.
That's why. And I got this. If I get desperate, I can start taking sips of this syrup in case reality starts to creep its ugly head into the edges. Fuck no. Got to remain politically neutral through all this. People just want jokes. They don't want to hear opinion.
That's what it is, man. Nobody wants
Andy.
a fucking opinion of a fucking funny person. You just want them to make the funny take on it.
Yeah. Go back to Hot Pockets, Jim.
Hey, well, and it's a horrible stance to take, but I have to take it as a consumer of comedy. You guys are the purveyors of comedy, but I'm just a consumer. But I do have to say, that's really all we're looking for out of comedians is the funny parts, and not really.
All we want from a football
player are a little more complicated than
all we want from a football player is good head collisions.
Listen, we just want our NASCAR drivers to crash.
Yes, is true. That is true.
Now people want to go to a comedy show. They can see a comic, get people to laugh, and then go, "Ha! Look at them spreading COVID," and they fucking leave. So they're fucking. They get their kicks out of watching the super spreaders. Okay, here's my. I don't know. I'm gonna ruin my tweet, but nah.
Oh, here it comes, everybody. Mark the time. 32:15. I'm marking it.
No, I can feel like it's not very good.
No, you got to do it now, dude. You got to do it.
Call them
here's your open mic.
Instead of the Washington football team, call them the DC Super Spreaders. Hey, now. All right.
Hey, that's pretty decent.
Just give me a like if you can. Just remember when you see that you like
with a giant SS on their uniform.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get.
It's fucking the most terrifying thing ever. There's a
there it is.
Playing.
Issues with Andy fans. It's up to you now. Do it for Andy. When this comes out on Friday, let's get DC Super Spreaders trending on Twitter and make a movement.
Can Andy wait until then to do it so it doesn't get buried?
I can't get on Twitter
pin it to the top or something?
Yeah, he can't get on until then.
Oh shit!
It's like a countdown. Anytime I like something on Twitter and then it tells me I can't, and then it says a reminder, and then it's a countdown on the time that it.
I like to imagine Andy still trying to like things.
You forget that you're in Facebook or Twitter jail. You forget. You go on it. You're like, oh shit, and then you're like, oh, that's right. Same bullshit. I can't see it. Yeah. My Facebook at least still shows me every time I try to log on to it. It shows me the comment I made that got me kicked off. Like I still haven't learned my lesson. I'm trying to go back on.
Do they have a list of them?
Shame. Shame.
You know what you did.
It was a good one too, because a guy and Chad, you'll appreciate this because it was on a post and it's an Issues with Andy fan, and he's a shit poster. And you guys know what that is?
No, I don't.
Make a meme about
that's a person who just posts bullshit just to get people mad.
That's a troll.
A troll.
Well,
it used to be called a troll.
That's what
now we're old.
Posters now. Yeah. But he said you were way funnier before you were political, and I said, bitch, you wouldn't know funny if it knocked the meth out of your pipe. And that got me kicked off of Facebook for 3 days.
How did that get you kicked out?
Because you can't call anyone a bitch on Facebook. Wow. You will get
you can alter the course of an election, but you can't call someone a bitch.
Or
Nice.
I am very grateful. That's the one thing that I'm grateful about my anger issues that I have is that it keeps me from engaging in fights with people online, because I would quickly have to figure out how to pay airfare to fly somewhere to beat the fuck out of somebody, because there's no way I'm not just having an impotent argument with you. Like, if we're gonna escalate it to that point, I am gonna lay hands on you at some point.
You're invested.
Yeah, otherwise there's no point. It's just an impotent fucking argument. Just don't engage.
Yeah, there's a guy who I wanted to go fucking smash in the face that I wouldn't get, anything I'd post on Facebook, and I was, and it's just like, it turned into a shit show. And it's like this fucking dude trying to make his point. Like I can convince him of something, he can convince me. And it's like, I don't even want to fucking hear from you, douchebag. And then I eventually blocked him. But I think still now, if I run into him, I'd probably, say, hey man, well, let's fucking throw him now. Like fucking, we're out of the fucking, we're out of the fucking chat. We're here, My lifetime record against you is like 2-2. Let's go one more time. But it's like, it's stupid to get mad at something you can't, it's like you just end it with it. It's an argument. You just end it. We're both mad. We're both going to go. But, if you did run into people more often, they sure as fuck wouldn't be as mouthy as they are. At least they would be with you. They'd probably get me.
My real world example is that with the time I had a guy at the convenience store, I tried to. My son was with me, who was like 21, I think, or 22 at the time, and didn't have his ID, and he was like, "Hey, I don't have my ID. Can you give me cigarettes?" But the dude overheard him tell me in the aisle. So when I went up, I was like, "Yeah, let me get some Marlboro." Then he was like, "I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it." He started taking a fucking stance, because I was going to buy it, and I told, and in my mind it popped up, and I wanted to tell him, I'm like, dude, don't try to die on this hill, because you will die on this hill. I will wait in the fucking ditch across the street until you're off, and then I will follow you home, and then I'll wait in the ditch across the street until you're asleep, and then I'll nail your fucking doors shut, and then I'll set your fucking house on fire, because you refuse to sell me cigarettes for no reason at all other than you're a fucking asshole. And then in my mind, I was like, you're going to get suspended. You're going to go to fucking Facebook jail or real jail if you make that comment. And then I had to tell him, and I said, don't do this, because I will respond disproportionately, and we will all be sorry. And he... oh fuck, and he immediately sold me cigarettes, and I was very grateful that I was able to convey my thoughts in such a diplomatic fashion.
Oh yeah, that's very subtle. Your approach.
Just get a shirt that says "Prone to Violence."
I didn't say all the first part. I only said the last part.
I still like my idea for a Chad Shank shirt was a shirt that said, "Don't kill anyone," but it says it upside down so that Chad can read it when he looks down at it as his reminder. And it's a shirt. It's not a shirt. It's for Chad Shank. It's actually a Chad Shank shirt.
Chad Shank t-shirt. A run of one.
Run of one. But if you feel like Chad Shank, you could buy one of those too. I thought that'd be funny. Don't
get a shirt that says "I'm with Violent."
I like
and
that.
An arrow pointing up to you.
Yeah.
I suck.
So I don't know if that's true. It's true or not. But did you see the Proud Boys change their name up? I don't know. It seems like they were.
Oh, really?
I think that might. I couldn't tell if that was real or not.
But I love how the gays are posted.
Oh my god, I love that so much.
I did see that was happening, and that was hilarious.
Hashtag Proud Boys. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Here's a question. has there ever been a case where adding a whole bunch of gay people to it didn't make it better? I can't think of anything that a whole bunch of gay people being added to hasn't markedly improved.
Well, they ruined the village people.
I have to agree with that.
But they were the village.
What?
No, they were hard rock and
when
punk
did they
bands.
add gay
The
people to the
got
village
there.
people?
They never didn't have gay people in the village people.
Yeah, that was
in
the
fact, if they
origin
did, that would have ruined it.
Yeah,
taking it down.
See?
Yeah, they kicked the guy out for being straight.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of fun festival party things in Old Bisbee that they have, but never one as fun as the Pride Festival. I will say exactly that for certain.
Yeah, I live in West Hollywood. It's the gayest town in the world, and Pride is unbelievable. It's that way all the time. You know, it's just everyone's so gay, and it's almost like the old meaning of the word. And it's like, yes, gayness. Good for you, new Proud Boys.
And so many beautiful people all around. I was watching. We were all sitting in like the beer thing, and I was looking, and there was these women with nice asses walking up the thing, and I'm like, looking at the things, and one of the dudes at the thing that was gay was like, I see you looking at it. He goes, you don't even know that those are women. And I was like, I'm married. All I can do is look. I don't even care if those are women. That's a nice ass. I don't give a shit. That's as far as I'm taking it anyway. So that's fun to me.
Just appreciate that somebody got a step machine or
so, yeah. Somebody's not just hanging their clothes on their spider.
I'm envious of their work ethic. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
There was
that's the way it is here in West Hollywood too. Like the gay people here are the most beautiful of all the gay people, and it's like all Instagram dudes, and they're like, holy shit, man, you're an inspiration, man. You're like getting a latte at 8 a.m, just ripped, already got their workout in. It's just like, damn, dude.
That guy who he was the bartender when I went to Florida to confront the pedophile, and he was our bartender at Sam Sneed's bar, and he talked like the Love Shack, the Love Shack, baby, and he would
like Fred.
That guy just made everything, it was a stressful time, and that guy delivered the drinks, and then he goes, here, sweetie, and he has a joint, and he gives it to me under a towel. It's like, fuck yeah, but that guy, they're in tune with people fucking being douchebags to them or whatever. They also are fucking empathetic and happy for the most part, unless they're fucking angry or whatever. But especially during Pride Week, you people just fucking laughing and having fun and shit. It's like, it's hard to get any group to do that, Like Kiwanis, you get a group of Kiwanis all fucking hanging out. They're not going to be all laughing and goofing at the beginning. Not until they're checked in and have a snack.
It's because all these other groups have nothing to be proud of, but gay people are proud of it, and it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
When we stayed, when I went with Stanhope Erickson to California one time, we stayed right there on Sunset at the Standard. And it was it was a swanky fucking place, and exactly what you're describing. That's what it made me think of. And Stanhope, of course, we go out on the pool patio, and Stanhope gets this menu of fucking drinks, and it's like, let's get all these fucking weird drinks, and starts ordering all these fucking, drinks that you can only
martinis.
Yes, drinks that you can only get there. And he's like, fuck it, we're only gonna be here one time. Let's try all this shit. So by the time we get hammered, by the time the pool starts filling up, and then it's just beautiful people taking pictures all over the place. Everybody's taking pictures of themselves in groups and by themselves and all this stuff. And then Stanhope gets the idea and tells, take our shirts off, and then we'll go over and just intermingle in with all these beautiful people and start taking selfies with them. And it was, I didn't want to do it because to me, it seemed embarrassing, like that's my initial response is, oh, fuck, I don't want to do that. And then it just made me laugh so much. I was like, all right, fuck, we got to do that. That'll be funny. Let's do that. and all the beautiful people thought it was funny too. So it worked out all the way.
Well, they
around.
thought they were laughing at the ogres.
Yeah.
Wow. How funny! I can't wait to get this up on Instagram. I just had my picture taken with an ugly.
Yes.
Totally.
For sure.
Oh shit! The standard's great because they'll let you use the swimming pool there even if you're not staying there. They don't give a shit. You can just walk in. You can just walk in and sit down out there like you have a room. They never ask, and if they do, they don't really. The servers don't care because they only make money if they're only making tips anyway. So as long as you're drinking, they could give two shits less. They just treat it like a bar.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That explains all the selfie taking. Fucking.
Yeah. People.
Did you guys ever do the photos like there was I think at J.C. Penney's where you'd go and they just set up a weekend or something and all the ugly kids in town would show up and get their we did that every year, like, I'd look and stand, there was always like 15 poses the guys would do, and then you would do those each year, and your haircut, your face would get a little uglier. Oh man, that's it.
There it is. That's the standard.
So Dave Rader was there, huh? Was Dave Rader one of the beautiful people?
Yeah. I mean, look at that.
The most fucked up thing about that picture is I wish I was back in that shape now.
Yeah.
I bet Doug wishes he had his hernia. He doesn't look as repulsive without that fucking grotesque belly button thing.
Chad, I like that you're wearing socks at the pool.
I was not wearing socks at the pool.
What? Looks like it.
No way, sir. Those are my legs. I am really white
at the bottom.
When Chad was talking about
trim on my shorts.
No,
when Chad was talking about beautiful people, didn't you expect
you're not seeing the bottom.
Oh, I don't see what you see.
Fuck it. There it is.
That's better.
That's the models there. See, you don't want, like, Frank's the one who's skewing that picture too handsome.
Well,
but the rest you wouldn't want to go buy that product.
You can also tell you raided your buddy's underwear drawer because he bought like 3 packs of underwear. So you guys are each wearing 2 of the selections. Because you got fucking matched up like garanimals.
Then he made them all give them back after the photo shoot. Put those back in that drawer.
Yeah. That's just for this.
Oh, those pre-COVID days.
Mm-hmm.
It's a drawer full of underwear that were only used once. Can't do that now. It's killing old people.
That's it.
There they are, dead in the pool.
I took that picture minutes before the famous Chaille Challenge cannonball picture.
Wow. Yeah, there's Chaille.
That was the all dead. See if you can name everybody in that pool.
Bingo's in the middle there, right? Right here?
No. I think I might be able to do it. That's Brian Hennigan from bottom left.
Okay. Yes.
Brian Hennigan.
Yes.
Brett Erickson.
Wait, you were in the pool?
I'm second.
Okay.
Carrie Mitchell. Third. I see Tracy obviously up at the top.
Yeah.
Stanhope's in front of her.
Stanhope, Bert Kreischer, and Chaille.
Who's with the tattoos on his back?
That's the wild card.
It's not Mishka, is it? No.
I think it is.
Nope.
It's not?
Look at that skinny little head.
It's a tricky one.
Thinking of the
Kenny.
It is
Castle
Kenny.
Rock Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's it.
So you got them all, yes.
Thanks for the hint.
Castle Rock Kenny just had a birthday yesterday.
Wait, I just noticed Chaille's cannonball ass coming in at the top. Did you just change that? What the fuck?
No, it was there.
No, that was I don't know where that came from.
I'm so drunk.
seeing this angle. Everyone's used to seeing this angle, though. That's the one.
That's the actual picture.
That is the only
picture.
Really. That is the only art I have ever created.
Yeah, you nailed it. That's the actual picture.
I'm an artist.
You are. You're like a fucking Annie Leibovitz. You really captured his essence, you know?
Yeah.
His aura.
And no shopping required to make
absolutely
it. I think he did a good job of not capturing my essence.
Yeah, exactly.
I think got it.
Oh my God.
It's a statement.
Like the Eugene Airport, for years they did these photos of people that looked like they were just like Supermaning or whatever, and you'd walk down the corridors. So there'd be like, you know, hundreds of pictures of people like they're flying, but like the newly imagined airport, a bunch of naked people cannonballing.
Maybe Key West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird. I mean, it was kind of fun, but you know, it was odd. But I always liked it at the Eugene Airport, looking at all the different people as I walked down there. But now you kind of
along a corridor.
Yeah, flying people. That's it. And and then, you know, after a few plane crashes, and that maybe looks kind of, wait a minute, people flying outside of the plane is scary. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it does look a little bit like a tragic crash scene if you just kind of look at it as a whole.
If they edited all the bad shit out.
I think they took it down way before 9/11, but if they didn't take it down before 9/11, they would have taken it down. It's like that's just coincidental, but a lot of people were flying out of the building, and it just kind of looks like it's been done in bad taste. Especially the guy with the business, the fucking business suit and the papers flying out of his briefcase.
Well, it's not like they had a cracking up plane above them.
No, it was a very peaceful and you never
them.
Yeah, looks like the one lady's got her umbrella in her hand. She's super cash.
She's ready. Yeah. That's very popular.
It was a very quirky
happy
Eugene thing there for years and years. Yeah. Well, there's a black person in Eugene. She must be leaving.
They tossed her out.
She stole a briefcase.
Yeah. I actually knew a lady that lived here, and I heard about the Blacklist, and she was. I mean, I'm sure she would be involved in whatever, you know. She's very fucking involved in all that stuff. But she told me that there was a blacklist in the people, black people who live in town here, and then how long before they move out. It's like not very long. It's this doesn't seem like a racist community, but there's a person, you know, who lived here saying that because of just the uncomfortableness of living in this community for a black person, that they usually last about 2 years. Something like that.
So you're saying your neighborhood has a black pool?
Yep. And she told me this because I was in blackface, and she thought I was one of, you know.
Oh my God! So the Blacklist in Eugene, the Blacklist is an actual blacklist. Well, it's not about people who are not allowed. I thought you meant. I thought you were saying that
like black
person wasn't allowed on a plane.
I didn't think about that double meaning on it, but that's what, you know, she said that people, you know, professionals and stuff, they just don't hang out in Eugene very long.
It's I mean, Oregon is a state that wrote into its constitution no black people are allowed to live here.
That's why they move out, I guess, you know.
That's what I'm saying. When you have it codified into the founding documents, there tends to be an uncomfortable awkwardness that comes up occasionally.
It's one of them loophole things, man. You know, we got to get the trailblazers rolling. What are you telling them they can't hang?
Now you've got me thinking, Andy, what if Blacklist, what if that was the original meaning? And then white people started getting put on it. And it was like the ultimate insult. Like, you're not going to work here. We're going to put you on the blacklist. I never researched it, but that might even be what it means.
Me from a place, not with my white privilege card.
Yeah. Then we're going to make you stop saying blacklist, and then you're going to complain that we're being too PC, and this is just a word, and it doesn't, even being upset about something like this just proves how fucking lame you are. It's just a word, blacklist. It doesn't matter that it was about a list of black people that were being banished from the city.
Yep.
Is that what it really means? Am I late to this?
No, I have no idea. But you always find that shit out when they.
I
can't believe
I'm usually
Chaille
the most ignorant one at the table. I will say that. So I understand if I'm late to understand.
Probably. I mean, it very well might be. It might have some sort of. I mean, Chaille can look it up. He looks up everything else.
Blacklisting? I don't
know. It'd be great if all of a sudden Chaille pulls up from his props an actual blacklist, one of the first ones. He's got his pipe and his blacklist.
He's doing it. We'll let Chad get some hot coffee. Chad drink some black coffee. Sober up.
That's pretty fucked up, man. I apologize
if I'm fucking
running over you.
Fuck. That's what we do here.
It's not going to get better. I'll tell you that much right now.
That's good news.
Yeah,
shut me off or uninvite me. One of the two.
Blacklisting originated back in 1639, and it was basically a list of guys that were going to be punished for the execution of the Charles II, his father.
So it had nothing to do with race.
So it didn't have to.
That
do
one
with
didn't.
People
but then later on in the 50s, there's another thing, like a different term for blacklisting, which that's when they started coming up with the heroes of the Civil War in the South.
I don't know nothing about King Edward.
In the 1800s. That happened in the 50s.
Yeah. Back when America was great, I think. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I saw
defeated the traitors.
I saw the mega hat for sale at the Halloween store has them. I kind of felt, like that could be insulting to some people.
Really well, they're appropriating another culture.
It's fucking
it seems like a costume to me.
It is. It will. Yeah, it's a fucking huckster or a nerd. It's you get your fucking mega hat, and then you figure out what fucking weird shirt, American Eagle on it. Shit, it is a costume. Small boots, and you fucking shoot tight.
Yeah, it's like every year in Peoria, Illinois, on the Illinois River, which is a trashy, gross river. But people who have boats, they have this thing called the white trash party, and everyone dresses like that, essentially. And they did it this year, even though there was COVID, and they caught a bunch of shit, and it was national news. And look at these fucking dumbass assholes. But they were supposed to be dressed up like white trash, but no one even noticed that they were doing that. Like it looks exactly like their costumes anyway. So no one. That didn't make the news. They're like, that's just what these fucking.
Was that the Trump boat parade? They showed.
No, that wasn't quite the Trump boat parade.
Cosplaying. No, we're not really fucking cunts. We're just pretending.
Oh shit! All right, well, let's make another drink. Come back on the other side.
Here, Erickson. Here it is this year. Here's the turnout.
That's in Peoria?
Yeah, it's East Peoria.
No shit. Wow.
Bunch of fucking dumb shit.
No.
Yeah. And that was the white. It's like they were a little too on the nose with their theme,
Well.
It's home sweet home, baby. Home sweet home. Yeah, look at that. River's terrible. All right. We're going to go. It is. It's gross. It's gross. You get out of your boat and it's like 4 feet of water and then like 3 feet of mud. It's disgusting.
And then everybody's got
the mud's on top of the water.
And they have those fish. They have those fish, those invasive carp that fucking fly up. Yeah, it happens right there. So they always have Andy, you love it. You could get your crossbow out and you can get on the front of the boat and then you just try to fucking harpoon carp.
I could see where that could be an insurance problem with all those folks. And in fact, I've recently surrendered my weapon back to Mac.
Oh, really?
I thought about it.
I'm glad to hear it, Andy.
Yeah.
That's a good. That means, you guys, that Andy made it through that entire process without injuring himself with it. I think that's fucking kudos to you. I'm not sure I could have done that.
And if there was I thought there was a political sign, and I rode up to it and thought, oh shit, I got the crossbow. I'll put an arrow in it, but it was for mushrooms. But it was the same color of a political sign. I was like, who the fuck licensed you to put that up there?
Isn't that a felony?
You should have put an arrow through it just on principle.
To damage political signs?
Not if you think it's on
a big
your property.
Fine.
If you think it's basically like that's sort of my property.
Not if you don't realize that they have a Ring camera watching it.
Yeah, and I don't. I don't even. I mean, traditionally, I would tear down a couple. I had a big McCain Palin sign I used for the chicken coop or whatever. But I used to take those, but it just creates shitty. Like people are shitty on both sides here and there or whatever. And if I rip down their sign, they're going to be even bigger dicks than they already are. So I don't fuck with anybody's stupid statements, but I will put an arrow in it if it's on my shit. And plus, the reason also I don't fuck with them is a lot of people do have the cameras.
That's another thing.
All back to
thing that's happening now. You're gonna have to work on your costume if you're gonna be doing it these days. You're gonna have to be in disguise. So, all right, we're gonna go over to Patreon and do an after party over there. We're gonna make a drink and head over there. So thanks for being out there. There's Andy Andrus Venmo right there. That's where you can send him money and a message and tell him what t-shirt size you are. Yeah. And you can get a t-shirt, and you can help Andy pay for his new special that's going to be coming out very soon. That was filmed at the Funhouse. So look, I mean, can you think of a better charitable cause than that? I cannot.
There isn't one these days.
I couldn't come up with one.
No, there's not a lot
Chad,
going on.
So I lost Chad's slide. So if you can run through the details on Chad's.
Chad if you're on Twitch, subscribe to Chad Shank's Twitch channel. He loves to go on there with the other guys and get really drunk, and it's a lot of fun. That's what he was doing when we started. So look at that. Look at the dedication this man has.
He just double-handed drank that like.
I just found
president.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is, right there. And it's very easy to do.
This, Andy.
If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you actually get one free Twitch subscription free every month with your Amazon Prime. So you can use that on Chad, even if you don't know what Twitch is. But I suggest finding it and watching it because it's very, very funny. And we'll be over on the Patreon. Issues with Andy on Patreon, just $5 a month, and you get the after party of every episode we do here on YouTube. It just gets stupider over there. It's a lot of fun. So come on over there.
Hour of this shit.
You don't have to. You can just pay $5 a month. It's nothing.
Support the show.
We use all the money from that Patreon for a very good charitable cause. Also, which we will be able to mention here very soon, but not quite yet. So stay tuned for that. Just know that your money is always being looked after with the utmost care. Whenever you involve any of the members of the Issue with Andy staff, and give us any of your money, you know that we will take care of it like it's our own loving child.
Like that kid at the Shriner Hospital.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll send you even a bear blanket.
All right. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We'll be over on Patreon. We'll see you next time. Later.
Crickets.
Nice.
All right.
Nice fucking 4 hours of content from the last podcast and then the one that you finally got up last night.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. I fucked that all up. I was going to apologize on when we got onto Patreon to the Patreon people because that was really mostly my fault, and then a little bit of Todd's. Todd accidentally uploaded the wrong video after he completed editing it into one. It was last week's show, the one we did on Wednesday, was in 5 pieces. So it had to be downloaded from Skype in 5 pieces and then uploaded in 5 pieces. And then he joined them all together. And then after he did that, he ended up accidentally uploading the previous week's episode. So, and he had to do that all over again. And it took it took all day for YouTube to upload it and process it. So, it finally did by the morning. So I'll be smarter than that. Next time I'll just split it up into the 2 that it should have been, because the first 2 were the YouTube one that was supposed to come out on Friday, which didn't because we just did a new one on Friday.
Well, and the one was a hot take that was supposed to come out right away while it was relevant was the whole point, right?
That one went out.
Okay.
That's what we did.
One did.
So what we did is on Friday is we put out that one. We put that one out on Friday. So I took the thing from Wednesday, I made it into one long ass show. And that's what the Patreon was, but it was so massive that YouTube was having trouble. It was almost 3 hours. So YouTube was having trouble.
I didn't understand that, but people on the Twitch earlier were all very grateful for that. They were all like, "This is fucking great! So much content. You guys are the best." Thanks for that's a lot of fucking comments about how. So now that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what happened. So normally it won't be like that. But I could have split it up then, knowing it was so big. I could have put out the one that was supposed to be on YouTube. I could have put out as its own thing on like Monday, and then the next one on Tuesday as the other chunks, But whatever, it's out now.
So 10 minutes or 15 or so.
10's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna get a better light out
7:15. All right, we'll see you. 10 minutes.
Right, see you guys.
7:15. Got it.
Yeah, better.